All right, what's up, guys?
What's up?
We about ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, Carson, what did you think of the Among Us show?
Dude, it was freaking awesome.
All right, that's good. Thank you, Carson.
We're going at the same time.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
Even though it's gonna be a different. No, we just count it down. I'm gonna make it guess.
When we go one, I'm gonna go on.
Here, Cece, you give us a countdown.
Ooh.
We take it. We take it.
I guess we don't really. We can kind of just do the intro because we just filmed our intro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can just go in whenever. So
Yeah. No.
I also did like that you took us in last time because normally it's me.
Yeah, I know.
So
I was just mixing it up.
So I think it'd be more fun if you guys were doing it more too. So if you guys are ever like,
So he's pretty much saying he hates you,
Yeah.
and you're
No.
useless, and maybe you should do something with your life.
all that can change with
Pass.
Pass.
7 words. Hey guys.
I got 5 words.
Hey guys.
We forgot the hey guys.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw me going, and then he said hey guys, and I stopped. Hey guys.
Yeah,
Well, you saw the hey guys.
So 7.
well, it's either hey guys or it's speaking of.
Yeah, so it's always 7.
It's always 7.
Never 6 though.
Guys, welcome back to Vandals Offline.
The hit podcast show?
Yeah, actually the biggest show.
Biggest
Out
show
of-
on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah. Number 1 on the charts for University of Idaho podcasts.
Rated,
Genuinely,
rated,
actually, it probably is that.
rated number 1 podcast in the University of Idaho.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a big title to hold.
Yeah.
There's a lot of competition.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like,
Whatever Blaine shows.
and
And
even
Blaine's
them.
show.
And yeah.
And even then, it's not a podcast; it's a radio show.
Correct.
Yeah,
We ain't
so-
no radio show. Unless we make it a radio show.
I actually think it'd be really sick if we did have a radio show at one
No
point.
one would
just
ever-
for one episode, because we record it normally, like it's a normal podcast episode, but we do it on the radio air.
I think it'd be hilarious if you're just scrolling through radio channels and we appear on there. They're like, what am I listening to?
There's definitely been weirder things I've found just like listening through the radio.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to find current radio channels
I
anymore.
don't either.
Really?
Mine's still pulled down in Twin, and then it pulls into a channel and it doesn't connect to anything.
Oh,
So I'm just
yeah,
listening
yeah,
to
yeah.
static. I'm like,
You don't actually like go and tune it.
no.
No, you're just like, I have my 6 buttons that I press, and that's it.
Well, like I don't need them.
Yeah.
If my phone doesn't connect, I'm driving in silence. That's it. Or I'm listening to static the whole way.
Yeah.
It's white noise. It helps you drive. It's been a while.
It has been a while,
since
yeah.
We've been here.
You guys have been quite busy for the last couple weeks or so.
You were also very busy.
I was, just not in the same way. So
Yeah, you were gone.
yeah.
Yeah, we pushed out the episode, our last recorded episode, yesterday?
Yeah, it did go out yesterday.
It was supposed to go out 2 weeks ago, so
It was filmed 2 or 3 weeks ago.
It
Yeah.
was.
yeah, like we were talking about the start of the CS player or playoffs for the major and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
I think it was at
I-
the start of stage 3.
Yeah,
It was yeah. that's
and
what it
yeah, we're like 2 weeks after the major's over.
I will throw back to that last episode. I remember purposely saying the exact opposite things of that I wanted to happen.
Uh-huh. Did it work?
Falcons won.
True.
It did work.
They
Yeah.
won. I didn't say they were going to do great. I didn't say they were going to win it.
I didn't expect him to.
I won't say I didn't, because I even remember telling you early on, I feel like I've got this weird feeling that this is Falcons major. And you went, I don't think so.
I didn't. I mean, they had an incredibly difficult run, probably the most difficult run in recent memory for.
I think
Major playoffs.
in major history,
Yeah,
they had
probably.
technically like the most stacked run to win the thing.
Yeah.
They had, based off rankings, they had to beat world rank number 1, 2, 3, and 5.
And
And
were-
they were ranked 4.
Yeah.
And they beat all of them.
Yeah, they had to beat the other 4 highest ranked teams in the world.
Because their
So-
stage 3 last game was Navi,
Yep.
which should have been a close game. kind of a close game, but
Yeah.
Falcons won it. Then it was Vitality into world number 1 for the start of playoffs.
Wow.
Then it was into Spirit, who had been having a crazy major, no coach, and just frying out.
Yeah.
They were having cinema of games. Spirit's game with G2 right before that one, that was a great game.
That was probably the best game of Counter-Strike I've ever seen.
It was really
insane.
good. Overtimes, close matches. G2 was going into it was expected to be like the underdog, but
yeah,
it was
that was expected to be the least close playoff game, and it was the most.
Yeah.
So.
Falcons beat them map 3.
Yep.
And then their easiest match was Furia.
Yep.
For the grand final.
Wow.
It was their least close one. It was a best of 5. It was a 3-0, and it wasn't really close.
Yeah, no. I think it was all 13-8s. So.
People thought it was BM when Nico was saying didn't think the easiest one would be the grand final, but it just kind of was. Well,
You
Furia
backed it
had
up.
such an easy run. Their
Yeah.
playoff run was not difficult. Like the bracket was the weirdest bracket I've seen in playoffs for a while, where it just felt like Titans, people that somehow made it, and Furia was just in there and he's like, well, guess I'm going to the grand final.
Yeah, I guess Fury's making grand finals. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Fury had to beat Aurora and 9Z to get through to playoffs, or get through to grand finals. So it was definitely interesting. My pick'ems were horrible the entire time. I think I got a total of like 7 picks right.
Yeah, you ended with a silver coin, did you not?
Yeah, I did. I ended with
Wow.
a silver coin. It was tough.
I was on for diamond until the very end, and then lost it.
Cause that last, I almost got stage 3 right. I almost got the 5 for stage 3, and it was going into the 3rd day. I needed one of the 3 games or one of the 2 games to go my way, and neither of them did.
Yeah,
was
we had 4 people or 4 teams in the last day of play, and we
Yeah.
needed 2 of them to make it.
Mm.
It was the
Did not make it.
Mongols. I remember who they played.
Probably 9Z.
Yeah, it probably was. And then I
Bet
don't remember
Boom.
what the other one was.
It was Bet Boom. Someone else
Yeah.
because it was G2 Navi.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
we
so
had both of them.
it was tough. It was hard major for pick'ems, at least for me personally. It was not going my way. A little
Hey,
bit unlucky.
Silver
but
coin's rarer than gold coin for this one. I saw the stats for it.
Wow.
working hard out here.
That's what you wanted. You just wanted the rarity.
Yeah, I wanted
That's
the
fair.
rare one.
I needed a gold coin. I think my past 2 have been silver.
You can't trade your coins, can you?
No,
No,
they're
Okay.
linked to your account
Okay.
they're just there for pretty much bragging rights.
to
Mhm.
show how bad you
Status.
did.
Yeah, never how good I did. One day I'll get a diamond coin, or I won't, and I'll die. Sad.
Okay, I have a major question for you guys, because pretty much the whole time the major was going on, there was one clip that I saw of OhnePixel where he was like, hey, I'm opening cases, IRL pretty much is what he was doing, and then they would end up being these banners that said something on it.
Right.
Do you happen to know what that meant? It was in German, and I was
Oh,
like,
I
I
don't-
don't know what
I
that
don't know what
means,
it
but
meant.
he was like
Bro,
immediately
it
like,
was
no,
like
if
diagonal.
if
It
this
means,
says
like, suck my
this, then
nuts.
I'm canceling
Oh, hell
stream, and
no.
it said that. He's like, okay, and he freaked out, but.
No, I have no idea.
I'm assuming it was just DHL banners.
Yeah, it was the DHL banners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the term was that he was freaking out about, but yeah,
Probably Dubis Goot Ganoog.
no, it was not.
I don't. I didn't see that clip.
Definitely wasn't Krankenwagen, so.
No.
Not Krankenwagen Hagendassen.
I'll pull it up at some point, see what the translation said. Because I'm curious, because the clip was really funny. I liked it. It was he's a good personality in front of a camera. So
That's why he always gets invited to stream the playoffs
Yeah.
of majors.
Yep.
He was in Austin when we went to that one. Didn't get it.
No, he did not
She
do
didn't
a.
meet him, but
Yeah, he didn't do a signing or anything like that.
Probably
meet and
good.
greet.
he's
Yeah,
probably the most famous person there.
yeah, he
But,
was
like,
definitely
Probably.
like more famous than the players. Everyone knows who OhnePixel is.
yeah,
Yeah.
And he's only growing because he's getting out of the CS scene and just
he's doing more.
be streaming with like everyone.
Well, I think the big Ludwig event, they had the big CS thing with all the content creators, and they all played against each other. Like, because obviously he's a really really good pick for something like that, and then he
Mhm.
gets to network with all those people around there, and then they were like, oh yeah, you want to come start doing our stuff as well, and
Right.
I think that's actually been a really cool development that I think has been going around the content sphere right now, where it's like, oh yeah, the people in this sphere are inviting other content creators to come play in their thing, and then because they do that, they in turn get invited to go do this other stuff.
It's a lot of Jinxie. He's
Mhm.
hosting a lot of different game tournaments. He's invited him to like a GeoGuessr tournament, a chess tournament. And
Yeah.
There's always a bunch of people in there that don't normally create content together.
I think it's been a lot of fun because it gets to introduce you to a bunch of new people that you've never heard of before.
Yeah, a lot of the time I don't even know who half of them are, and I still just watch the same person and then get to see most of it.
Yeah. Pretty good stuff. Does that mean that this is the end of CS Summer, or is there anything else to look forward to?
We're on player break. I mean, I can talk a little bit about the player break and roster switches that's happened. I mean, nothing super crazy. I think the like highest tier one that's happened is Aurora dropped their coach. So they're the best Turkish team. They're in playoffs with the major. They dropped their coach. Not the change I thought was going to happen. I thought they were going to drop Zentaris, but yeah. So they ended up switching their coach. I don't think they've found a replacement yet. FaZe has gone through a big change.
FaZe is cooked.
FaZe is kind of cooked right now. I mean, they didn't even qualify for the major. And then they dropped Brokey. They dropped, I guess they benched Brokey. They benched Natu, which he kind of was. I think he was on loan for their team. They signed a new opper, and we'll kind of see where they end up. I don't think FaZe is going to continue to play at this level everyone expects them to. So,
Kind of speaking of FaZe and player changes, we kind of glossed over it, but FaZe not making the major, Kerrigan, their IGL,
right.
switches and gets picked up by Falcons 60 days before the major and goes on and wins the major.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
He was not supposed to be there, and then he didn't qualify for the major, and then won the major. So
That is a funny
that's just
statistic,
Kerrigan,
actually. I like
Kerrigan
that.
fashion, I guess.
And it's funny with Kerrigan how his stats are horrendous.
Yeah.
Even through this major that he won, awful. But you wouldn't watch the game and go,
He's playing bad. Yeah.
Like, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because all of his kills were like impact kills, crazy things that he was doing, and it was clearly exactly what Falcons needed. Got Nico his very first major after 10+ years.
Yeah.
That now leaves Elige, the bald eagle, as the highest number of majors attended with no wins.
And I it sucks. I don't think Alicia's ever going to win a major.
No, he would have to get picked up by like a super team
Yeah.
that already had like crazy players on it.
Yeah. It sucks. I think FaZe's best option, and this is from a business perspective, not necessarily them winning tournaments, is to pivot and pick up an American team. Because
It would if they
FaZe
picked up an
is
American
already-
team, that's crazy.
FaZe is already an American org, and FaZe is a team that people root for
Yeah.
because they're FaZe, and you're like, yeah, let's go FaZe, whatever. I think that would be their best option, is to pick up a team that they can still make these tournaments with, because the NA qualifiers are a lot easier to make it through than European ones. And at this moment, they're not qualifying for Tier 1 events. They're not going to.
And Americans love FaZe.
Americans love FaZe, and so like when Elige was on FaZe for the Austin Major,
They were
crowd
crowd
was
favorite.
roaring for FaZe and for Elige. So, and I mean, they already have Twist, which he's from Canada, but you know what I'm saying. I think that would be their best move, because then they can still qualify for these events through North American qualifiers, and then they have pretty much all of America rooting for them, and so you would have a lot more chances to
Yeah,
root
they're
for them
probably
in
one of
big
the best
tournaments.
orgs to build an NA team.
Yeah.
Because they could actually build one that would win and easily get in
Yeah.
because of the qualifiers.
It's like they have to tackle Liquid
M80.
or M80.
Yeah.
I guess NRG, but
Wild card sometimes.
or that new Stewie 2K roster. Oh my god.
That thing's I don't think they're gonna need to topple that. I think it'll probably not be great.
Yeah, I don't. What was the roster? It was
Cold Zera, Stewie 2K.
Skadoodle, Automatic,
Skadoodle.
and Steel.
Yeah, they're all old. They're all old heads.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I don't even know what that was for.
It was for some tournament. I don't remember what it was.
Did they already play?
I don't think so.
Maybe they'll pop off.
Yeah. Other switches, MIBR picked up NQZ from Pain.
No one cares about MIBR.
Also rumored that FaZe is going to try to pick up Insani from MIBR.
Magix joins BC game.
Oh yeah, that happened today. Magisk from
Magix.
I guess he was benched. What he was on Falcons, but I think they dropped
I
him.
thought he went somewhere else. He was playing on Astralis.
I don't remember where he went, but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. BC Game has secured the Senzu signing.
BC game is a weird one.
Simple and
Electronic.
or who was the other one? Simple and Zontix both got banned for competing in
They did get banned by
Ukraine.
the Ukrainian government
Yeah.
to compete in those kind of things because they were on teams with Russian players, which is kind of crazy. Don't know how much that'll actually affect anything, but
I don't know either.
I don't know what exactly Ukrainian.
Probably there's probably a certain tournament organizer that's based out of Ukraine that
Probably. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it for CS Summer.
yeah.
There'll be more Tier 1 events at like the end of July. And that'll start again.
I was gonna say that as far as like timeline goes for the podcast, I vaguely recalled that for our first 10 episodes over the summer that we had talked a lot about Counter-Strike for a lot of it, but then I was like, looking back at it, it was only the first like 4 episodes or so. I didn't realize that Counter-Strike gets done like right around the end of June.
Well,
so.
it's good. Yeah, they it's basically 2 separate seasons throughout
Yeah.
the year with their majors, and then it goes into a player break for like a month, and then tournaments, major, another break,
Mm-hmm.
and then just it's like that.
Yep.
So we were also going to the major, so we talked about it a lot.
Cash returning to the pool.
No one
Last
cares.
note.
No one cares about cash.
A lot of people do.
No.
I hate the map, but whatever. I digress.
That's CS Summer, ladies and gentlemen. We'll put it on hold for a little bit. It was a good run. Lasted a solid 8 minutes. Congratulations.
W Falcons.
W Falcons, W Nico.
My favorite team won.
There you go. So there's been a couple other tournaments that have happened a little bit more recently. Evolution, the biggest fighting game tournament of all time, happened this last weekend. There were some pretty major titles that I ended up watching. So I watched the 2XKO tournament, the Street Fighter tournament. There was a Tekken 8 tournament, and then the Guilty Gear Strive were the 4 titles for the Sunday, the big tournament day. So I only got to watch like 2.5 of the 4 just because I was out traveling and about, and it's kind of hard to get footage when you're on an airplane. So
yeah.
I ended up watching all of the 2XKO, which was phenomenal. Apparently, Hikari, the person who won, ended up winning EVO Las Vegas, which happened this last weekend, and then he was the winner of EVO Japan, which happened back in like April. So now he is the 2-time 2XKO champion for that game. And then in Street Fighter, we had the winner was a guy named Mena RD, who is I think he's from the Dominican Republic, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken, and I'm very sorry about that. But but he had won EVO last year, so he is now the 2-time Street Fighter EVO champion. So they're doing quite well over there. I didn't see anything for Guilty Gear, unfortunately. And then Tekken 8, Arslan Ash, who is the guy, he had just now won, I think it was his 8th EVO title in total for Tekken specifically, which I think it's 5 in a row now that he has. And he did not seem like he was seeded to win this event at all, actually, which is pretty crazy. He seeded like, I don't know, a third, I think is what his bracket was in. And then he ended up winning the whole thing. So
That isn't crazy.
Yeah.
Does 2XKO for those events run as just like solo?
No, so 2XKO, this bracket specifically was called mixed, which means that you can
It has
play in
both?
singles or duos. In grand finals, it was Hikari versus a duo of Sonic Fox and a guy named Inzim. Sonic Fox is the greatest fighting game anime player of all time, where it's like pretty much the 2XKO style. And then him and Inzim have a crazy dynamic. So Riot Games puts on a thing where they're like, yeah, the highest placing duo will get a 2.5K bounty as well. So
It's gotta be like a stressful finale going into it. It's just
Oh,
you
yeah.
in a 1v2 pretty much. That
Yeah.
feels like.
yeah, it is kind of nice though, because you're playing a 1v1 against a person, so you're like, I only have to worry about this one character for a guy instead of like, oh, here are all the tricky things that they have to come up with together, because that's a lot harder to
Mhm.
coordinate in a game like that. So I think that was probably the greatest grands of all time I've ever seen, and this is the first EVO for 2XKO. So I was really, really stoked about that.
Yeah, when 2XKO like came out, I thought it was gonna be the way it plays and just looks, it's a lot more, at least in my opinion, enjoyable to watch from a spectator's point of view in terms of fighting games. It's not as like confusing as I've seen other kind of fighting games where I just don't even know what like something cool that happened or anything like that. And I'm excited for it to be part of the collegiate titles now, and we'll be competing in that in the fall.
I believe so. There are a couple of our players that have at least told me that they're like, yeah, I'm interested in playing the game. So Mighty Bang being one of them, actually. He originally was not planning on competing in 2XKO up until one of the newest characters came out. So he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to play that game. So
that was our Street Fighter player.
Yeah.
He was done with Street Fighter. Found his new home then.
So you'll be seeing hopefully a lot more fighting game content from us here in the future. I know that we had our one podcast episode, but we don't really give our consoles and our fighting game players and 1v1s much attention. So I'm hoping that we can go ahead and get that changed starting here in the fall.
I think it'll be a lot more popular. There was multiple people that I've heard that like 2XKO and would probably try out for a team.
Yeah. And that one's not like one of our varsity titles that you can only play one title, so they would be able to play it and a different game.
It's also not console, which just seems to bring in more people anyway for some reason.
Yeah.
Is it free?
It is free to play, yes. I think that's probably its biggest it has two good things going for it, is that one, it's free to play, and two, it's that you can sit down with somebody else and play it.
Right.
As a team, not as I'm playing against
There's
you.
not many free fighting games that are like actually good. Most Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, that's all paid. Yeah, man, you don't really get free games on console anyway.
No.
So it is an anomaly of its kind. So they're doing quite well. So I'm curious to see how far they can take the game here in the future. But
I think they could make it big, unless they just kill it.
I don't think there's a way they can kill it.
You never know.
True. I mean, Riot seems to be pretty good about longevity.
That is true.
So.
That is true. Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard for such prominent games to be killed so easily, but you know, happens.
Well, and did we talk about how a little bit ago Riot ended up laying off half of the 2XKO staff team? Did you guys hear about this?
I did hear about it. I don't think we ever talked about it.
Yeah, so Riot ended up laying off about half of the staff for the 2XKO team that put the game on after like the second week that the game was out.
It was like right after it released.
It was right after it released, and so everybody was like, "Dude, this is just such a scummy behavior. Like, how could you not see that you couldn't afford this kind of stuff?" And it's like, well, these guys are working on a game for 10 years. And ideally, they want to see that at least it gets out and that they can get some of the gains from that. But you said that Riot's really good at the longevity, and I think that that's one of the things that they realized early on, where it's like, oh, we can't financially support this at this level quite yet.
Right.
And so we got to take those steps to be like, yeah, we want to keep this game around because we like it. But
with how they do it, I'm not sure if they've like had experience with it before, where like with the employees that got laid off, if they knew going into it, like you're here to build this project, not to run the project,
right,
like beforehand, or if it was like a blind side where the game came out and they went, you're fired now.
I think that they had a heads up by a couple months, but they definitely didn't know going into it, like, I'm only here to build this project. I think that they all assumed they would get to stay on it. So that being said, I have looked into like what Riot's severance packages are like, and I gotta say, it's like really good. They're like, it's pretty much like a 6-month severance package where it's like you have 6 months to go and we'll
So they're
support
set
you.
for a while.
So they're set for a while. It's really, really generous, I think, actually. So
that's a pretty good one, I think, at least for game developers,
Yeah.
while they look for a new studio or project to work on.
Yeah.
We can talk on while we're on the topic of laying off employees. I don't know how I'm pretty sure we talked about Destiny in the last episode we recorded,
we did.
but it's officially done. They have fired almost all of their staff that worked on Destiny.
Wow.
Their final update is out. They've done their patches, their hot fixes, and
kind of why I was being a
End of
little
the road.
snarky about how hard it is to just kill a big name like
Yeah.
that. Destiny still had an okay player base.
You were telling me some of the stats that was on Steam a little bit ago. Do you remember what those were?
Well,
Yeah.
their stats, like for Destiny 2 itself, is up way high right now because they just released their last thing,
Right.
and players were trying to band together to kind of save the game. Like there was the Sony, I think, event that they were, or it was just PlayStation or something, where they were showing off games and stuff. The entire chat was only flooded with "We want Destiny 3"
Wow.
for the whole like 8-hour live stream. That was
Wow.
all it was. and they pushed out their last update. There was people still working on the game, knowing that they were going to be like let go.
Mhm.
They're still doing patches. Like they were sending out like tweets about it. They're like, I don't know if we can get this thing patched within this time frame, but we'll do our best. So like they're still
Right.
they still cared about the game and were trying to do it even though they knew they were going to get let go. And then last week they let pretty much all of them go for Marathon.
Yeah, we were looking at the Steam charts for Marathon versus Destiny because Bungie is flipping their entire focus from Destiny to Marathon, and it's bad. Like
Yeah.
Marathon, like we played it during the free weekend. I know when we had the R6 guys back on, they were really gassing it up.
Mhm.
I did not. I played 3 extractions, whatever they're called. I did not enjoy it.
I also did not have fun.
One, the games, like the extraction games, they're not for me. Like
Mhm.
I've never been super big on them, but I just didn't enjoy having, like, usually when I play one of those games, I enjoy it for like a few hours or whatever, and I'm having a good time. I'm like, I'm just not gonna really want to come back to it. Marathon, I did not have that experience at all. I was like, I
Wow.
don't really want to play it ever again.
Like when we ran Arc Raiders,
Yeah,
we played it on the free weekend or like on beta or something.
yeah.
I'm like, I could see myself buying this one. It was actually pretty fun. We played this one on the free weekend and we went, are we done?
We played
went,
one extraction and went, so we switching games?
and we both went, we'll run
We'll
one
run
or
a
two
few.
more
Yeah.
to see how we actually feel about it. So we're not just dissing the game and not giving it a chance.
Yeah.
It just feels so weird to play. Like, it's not awful, but like, not for me. Even like the PvE aspect, I couldn't tell what kind of enemy was what because they looked so similar and they were so tanky.
Yeah.
And I picked a random loadout and I got this big gun. I unload like 80 bullets into this one thing, doesn't die, and I go to reload. It takes 45 minutes to reload, and I'm just sitting there as they surround me and kill me, and I'm like, this is so stupid.
Yeah. And we were looking at it because we were curious. Destiny before the big update, like right now, they're averaging like 100,000 players a day.
Oh wow,
that's
yeah,
that's a
they're
little
way
high.
up.
That's a little high.
No, like yesterday when we looked at it, their peak was 98,000
Yeah,
for the last 24 hours.
their average is usually around like between the
7?
60,
Yeah, I
80.
guess, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a lot. Like, and then Marathon's average is like 10K.
If
At
that,
best.
they weren't
I
even.
thought it
They
was-
weren't even.
I didn't
hitting
even
that.
think they hit
Yeah.
5 digits.
It was
Their very peak. Their peak marathon first.
right when the game launched was 140,000 or something like that.
Yeah, and then like where their free weekend, which should have been a huge one, is half of what Destiny's player base is now.
Yeah.
And even when, because Destiny's numbers are way up right now because of just the update and people
Yeah.
Mhm.
wanting to play the game. When they weren't giving Destiny like any updates or listening to the community, they still had more players than Marathon does right now.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't by much. They were averaging like
Like
I thought it-
10
I
to
thought it was like
12, I thought.
15,000.
It was like 10
right
to
about.
12, I think,
Yeah.
is where they were averaging, which is still not bad numbers for a game. And then their whole response from like the uppers at Bungie was not received well because they put
Yeah.
all the blame onto Destiny and not bad management decisions and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is kind of stupid, kind of a shame.
So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Bungie if Destiny 3 ever happens. Probably not, but
I doubt it. And a lot of people are like, I don't care to see a Destiny 3 from Bungie anyway
Yeah.
that's fair.
because it's not going to be the same people that have been working on Destiny for 10 years.
I will say I think this opens the floodgates for Warframe. I don't remember their company that makes Warframe, but
Mm-hmm.
because they still update it and they're making it's not the sequel or whatever, but the other Warframe game, Soulframe. I played Soulframe during the beta. Like they're still pushing out their beta and stuff like that. I've enjoyed it. I don't think there's a ton of content right now, but it's even, I think it's pre-alpha even.
Oh wow.
So it's still in the early stages, but I think that opens the gate because that was kind of the direct competitor to Destiny.
It was like it's a very similar Destiny-esque game.
Right.
They for a while were like considered competitors, but then they just kind of became their own communities,
Yeah.
and no one really
Meshed anymore.
no, they didn't
Yeah.
really correlate the two
Yeah.
to one another. Destiny really had no competitors.
Yeah, they are different, but like that was the closest thing to a competitor that they had. And now that Destiny's done, I think that opens the
Yeah, no,
floodgates
it's
for them.
they're
to
gonna
succeed.
have that. That's what's the craziest thing about killing Destiny is that it didn't have a competitor.
Yeah.
It was the Titan in that area. It was like it's probably the best looter shooter of all time. I don't know what you would put above it.
Multiplayer, yeah, I'd agree. I'm a Borderlands fan, so that
Well, yeah, but it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare or ever pin multiplayer games against single player games.
yeah, they're just too different.
They sit in completely genres of their own.
But yeah, so that's unfortunate.
07's. Been playing it
07's
since
Destiny.
Destiny 1.
Yep.
Sad to see it go. Still fun to play right now. Still awful to play right now.
Well, I was gonna say because I have not. I think I said it at one point that I had tried playing Destiny 2 and I just couldn't run it.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
Is right now a good time for me to like get into the game at all and just to play it out to the end, or is
There's-
that not really worth it?
There is an end, technically.
Kind of.
It's a game that you can just keep playing, technically, I'm doing things, but there is, like, the main campaign storyline and stuff to do. It's not a bad game to get into.
yeah. I would say that if you were going to get into it, now would be probably the best time, just because it's out there. Everything that's going to come out is there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, well, there's
it's-
not going to be a better time
Yeah.
than now because it's not going to be updated again.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it is the best time. And there's plenty of, like, it's fairly user-friendly in terms of, like, just actually playing the game.
Right.
Unless you're trying to be, like, meta and have meta builds and do
Mhm.
stuff like that, then it gets a little bit difficult.
Which those
but
kind of only matter in, like, I would say even just in PvP.
they matter in PvP and sometimes raids.
Yeah.
But that's...
Has Bungie said anything about how long they're gonna keep the servers for the game open?
Mm-mm.
No.
I would be surprised if they kill him
Soon.
anytime soon.
Yeah. I
It wouldn't have made sense to do, like, a big last update.
yeah. I'd say even if they close them in the next 5 years, I would be surprised. I think
Yeah.
they'll keep it open for a while.
I don't think there's any they'll still make money off the game.
Yeah.
By putting no work into it. And it's still, like, updated today, but it's not, like, actual updates. Things rotate. Things are being
Yeah.
changed, but it's just, like, on a cycle of
Yeah.
things. Like Iron Banner's back now.
Iron Banner's back. Trials is gone, or is it still
No, it's
here
still.
for the
I
rest
think.
of the week?
I think.
Whatever.
I think Trials is every weekend.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
I'm
That's
not
like the
doing
sweatiest PvP. Keep me out of PvP.
I like the
Destiny.
PvP trials. Oh my god,
It's the sweatiest game I've ever played in my life.
it's so frustrating.
It's so awful.
And from somebody who didn't put, like, I have a lot of hours in the game. I have like 500 hours in the game. I don't have that many hours in the game to where I have everything that's like peak meta like builds. And Iron Banner, that is where you run into it. You run into people running just the most broken weapons, and you're like, we start shooting at the exact same time. I hit more bullets than him. I die first. Like
Yeah.
just because his build is better. Or you're just running around and Titan dead. Cool. That's my round over.
Oh, I haven't played PvP in a long time. I forgot how fun it is just to get punched once and I'm dead. I go, okay. I hit him and I did a speck of HP. And,
And
I
you're
go,
just
well,
like, hey, we just spawned in. He has overshield. Why is he twice as tanky? I'm dead. Cool.
it's a fun game.
Oh, popped ult. Whole team wipe. Okay. Guess we're
Nah,
not
it's
going
fun.
flawless this time.
No,
Yeah.
never gone flawless in my life.
Neither.
Probably never will.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We did Carson and I did our Overwatch placements over
Oh yeah.
over the weekend.
Was there something that prompted that, or were you just like, I just want to get him?
Well, it first started, we were here during one of our camps, and then Sienna asked me to, she was already playing, she's like, queue up with me, and I was eating lunch, and I went, whatever, booted it up, played one, stupid game. Quick play is awful in that game. People
is.
are terrible. I haven't played the game in I don't know how long, and fried out, and then Colby joined, and then we played that for a bit, and then the next, I think it was probably the next day, we went, let's just get our ranks in. I went, all right, I'll run my tank rank, you do DPS. Did half of them, and then we went, well, it's the weekend now, we might as well get the other 5 done. Still
Okay.
awful.
Did it on stream. Got
Kind of rough.
I mean, it was rough towards the end.
Yeah. Well, we were booting up into higher lobbies.
Yeah.
You're predicted plat. We're queuing into some diamonds and plats.
Yeah.
I top frag. Predicted silver 5.
Yay!
Ah.
You did so good.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some interesting games and some interesting teammates, but I think duo queuing, I think we solved it. One of you has to be a tank because otherwise your tank is horrible.
If your tanks are like we can duo queue with a tank and support or DPS, it's manageable. The ideal queue is probably queuing with a tank and a heal support because you can just pocket and keep them alive, and tanks can win games on their own.
Right.
If we have a tank that we go in and is awful, we're cooked.
Yeah.
Like when we first did our placements the last 2 seasons ago or whatever,
Yeah.
I remember one very vivid memory
An
of
Orisa player.
an Orisa.
Oh!
They staggered us a little bit. They get out way ahead of us, and they just run in there with nobody backing them, and we go, oh my god, they're throwing, and die so
yeah,
fast.
It was like 3 seconds after the whole team had just been respawned, he dies.
Oh man.
We're like, okay, well now we have to wait 15 seconds before we can fight again.
It's if your tank
then,
sucks,
yeah.
you lose the game.
And I'm pretty sure he was typing in chat like, guys, what are you doing? And we're like, oh my god.
It's always the people if you get someone to blame the whole team in chat, they're the problem.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah,
There's some exceptions.
We did run into dude, that Hanzo player on Route 66 was nutty. I don't know.
We ran into some nuts
he
players.
was not a plat player. There's no
No.
way. He was insane.
Yeah. We ran into a few of those.
Probably had like 20k hours in the game. I'm just kidding. But
We'd usually just get diffed by one guy.
Yeah.
Who was probably just queuing with. There was times we ran into just 5 stacks.
yeah, we did run into a 5-stack. I think one of them was a streamer or something.
Is there a way you can tell when you're in?
Well,
game or
we
When
no?
they're
could
all
tell-
part of the same clan.
Yeah,
and
every
Oh.
single one of them. I went.
Yeah.
I literally looked at him and went, I think they're 5 stack. And Cole goes, how do you know? And he holds up. He goes, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the game where it was a streamer, and I was like, we're sitting there in the bans, and it pops up, and they ban Cassidy. I'm a Cassidy player, and I go, why'd they ban Cassidy? He's a Tracer player. I'm like, that makes sense. If I could have, we probably would have won that game.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure we lost that game too.
but I couldn't pick Cassidy into the Tracer. I'm like, I don't know what to pick into this.
Yeah.
That was the one I was playing Widow.
Playing tank can be rough sometimes. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of supports that don't support. So it's not ideal.
Yeah, when our support has more damage than our DPS, we're like, what are you doing?
And they have no heals,
Yeah.
and you're like, no.
Just
I'm like,
pick a DPS.
I'm like, no
please.
wonder why I feel like I'm pushing in as the tank, and like I have my team behind me, but then I'm like, I'm dying so fast,
Yeah.
and I'm here with everyone, but I'm not being healed, and I'm just dying, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, one of our games, we queued into a guy who was playing Ana. At the end of the game, he had more DPS. He had twice as much DPS as healing, and he had more DPS than his DPS players.
Oh, jeez Louise.
And like the whole game, I was like, he's just DPS Ana. I'm just getting shot or antied by him the entire game. No one else shot me. It was just him. It's like, what are we doing? We won that
Stupid game.
because he was not healing. So
You threw. People suck.
now we got to run it. Get my tank games done. Your support games done.
That sounds miserable.
I'm never doing my support games.
I don't want to ever be there for your support games. You would
Yeah.
be that Ana.
I would be. I am that on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be you. You're DPS.
No, I'll play
support.
Zen. I'll play Zenyatta. Zenyatta's job is to do damage, pretty much. So
And then you ult and keep the whole team alive.
yeah, I put a harmony on my Genji, and I just leave it.
Yeah, that's fair. We've really been playing a lot of different games lately.
We have
Yeah.
been.
The new indie game,
Dude.
Meccha Chameleon. It's Meccha Chameleon. Meccha
How?
Chameleon.
Oh.
How? MECCHA?
Oh, there are 2 C's. Oh, yeah.
Meccha Chameleon.
Meccha Chameleon.
It's Japanese.
Oh, what does it mean?
I don't know.
It's like matcha, but different.
Yeah, sure. I don't know what it means, but I just learned that it was Japanese like yesterday.
Oh.
It's 2 Japanese
I'm
developers.
gonna keep calling it Mecha Chameleon.
Game
'cause
is
I'm an
sold.
American.
Game has sold over 10 million copies in less than 20 days.
Yeah.
And was made in less than 2 months by 2 developers.
It was made in less than 2 months?
Yes.
Wow.
Made by 2 developers, and they're just pumping out updates.
Yep.
Like they've updated the game 10 times at this point, and it hasn't even. It's barely been out for twice as many days.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time they get a new player or sale amount, they push out a new
New map,
New
new
map.
new content. Like they've added a bunch of new different like things.
yeah.
Hunters now have like an ammo amount that you
Oh,
can set,
interesting.
so
Oh,
then they can
nice.
actually lose the game by just spamming shots on things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different things that you can customize on your own, and like the workshop community
Yeah.
pumping out maps for them that they don't even have to do anything.
Wow.
It's just an interesting concept of a game. They found a perfect genre for the people that love like prop hunt and things like that and hide and seek games, but then made it.
Its own thing. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
Skill-based,
It's
kind of.
kind of skill based. If you could try hard and win the game and skill based, but like you can do your own things in that game, and it's a lot more creative and just fun for just about anyone. Because like even if you suck at painting, you can still have a ton of fun with it, and it's
Yeah.
hilarious with friends. I've had a lot of fun every time we play it. I think it's funny.
I remember when the game came out, you were like, "Yo, Fen, you should get in on this game." And that was like when the game first came out. I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen much about this game all that much. Like it's brand new. I'll give it a couple days to see what it's all about." And then it just blew up, and it's one
Yeah.
of the only things I see now.
I had seen things about the game early on before the game was released. Like I had seen clips of it when they were like trying to push out
Mm-hmm.
promo for it. And I went, this game looked kind of fun. I remember
Yeah.
watching it because I sent it. I know we both saw it. We're like, this looks impossible for the hiders.
Yeah.
Like it seems so obvious.
Right.
And then when you play it as the hunter, I don't feel as stupid, like more stupid than I do when I'm the hunter. Because it doesn't help that people, when you're in the call with them, they just are laughing at you, and they're like, "How do you not see it? How do you not see it?" And you go, "What do you
Yeah.
mean?" For some reason, your brain just cannot see that kind of stuff, even if it's so obvious.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it flashes them red, so you see where they're at, and you go.
Ah.
They're also randomizing the maps now.
Oh, really?
So like the main map, that's whatever the
So, like,
restaurant.
changes like the
There's
So it changes
props,
the layout,
there's,
so
like,
you're not-
props and stuff that-
Oh, that's smart.
Oh.
that vary, so you can't just memorize the map.
Uh-huh.
It's not like crazy changes where the map's fully moving, but like there's props and stuff that will just
Right.
like be there or not be there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just making the game better. I haven't seen a bad update come out for it yet.
Yeah.
I think they just listen to what people are like. I don't like this, so they just
They
get
change
rid of
it.
it.
I prefer hunting in that game.
I'm so bad at it.
I don't like hiding.
I just think I would be so bad at the drawing.
Yeah,
part
I'm
of it.
I'm
like,
horrible at it.
I'm not great at it. If I want to try and sweat, I can a little bit because I've learned you don't have to be that good at it. If you just like basic color yourself onto something, it's hard to get seen as the hunter.
Mhm.
But it also depends on just the angle you're at. Because, like, you're like, I look pretty good front on, and little do you know, you're high up there, so the hunter just looks up and just sees you, like,
Yeah.
really obviously, and you go, guess I should have thought about that. But I enjoy it. It's probably one of my favorite games that's came out in a long time.
Add it to the list of another indie game that has just suddenly blown up.
Different genre, though.
Yeah.
They kind of made their own genre with this one. All the other indie games are, like, Repo copies and Lethal Company copies.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's hit those numbers yet in terms of like total sales, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Yeah, I also wouldn't be surprised. Because what's it priced at? Isn't it like $5?
It's $5.
Yeah.
It's so cheap, but they've made bank off of that game.
Dude,
Yeah.
especially as two people.
Yeah, they're set for ever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Make a game.
Make a game, sell it, make it a fun game. It's a little bonus.
Just doesn't even have to be fun. Did you see there was a Steam game out there that was like, this game is worth $10,000, and its whole point is that it's supposed to be like have this really expensive
Yeah,
game,
I think I have, yeah.
and
so
then every person
stupid.
that buys it gets added to like the wall of fame of all the people who have it.
It's so dumb.
Well, we were also noticing some things where you can just make a game that's just about being awful and a joke, and your sales come from people gifting it to other people.
True.
Oh yeah, what was this all about? I heard that you guys were like, "Hey,
My-
we keep getting gifts."
I hadn't talked to this was, I think, during my trip to France. I hadn't talked to my cousin over the week,
Uh-huh.
and I just get a random, I get back, and I just get a random notification. I was gifted 5 nights at Floppa's 0. Don't know what it is.
okay.
I actually, we'd seen our friend play it one other time.
Yep.
Nothing else besides that. Then I ignored it multiple times, but every time I boot up my PC, Steam would pull it up and go, "You have a gift." I go, "All right, fine, I accept it." And then like we were in a call, and I go, "I'll be right back," and I'm in my kitchen, and I get a notification on my phone. 3 Steam gifts, 5 Nights at Floppa's, 1 different games, and I'm like, "What is this?" Then one was called Bingus, My Beloved.
Yeah.
And I go, "What is that?" And it has sales. I look at the 2 achievements, and it's basically play the game. Complete Chapter 1, complete Chapter 2. 1.8% of players have completed either of them. So I go,
Oh, wow.
that means no one's playing this game.
Yeah.
So their sales come from people just gifting it. And we're like, why don't we just start making games? That's just the meme of gifting it to your friends. And then you just make your money off that. You don't even have to make a good game.
Business ideas.
Bingus, My Beloved.
Yeah.
I read into it. You have to either try and flirt up Bingus or Floppa.
Whoa.
Big Floppa is what they call it.
Oh.
I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Yep.
But games are weird. Games are dumb.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds to me like the kinds of games that children would be playing, which you guys had running around here for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, our youth gaming camps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Those have been. They've been a thing.
Yep.
It's a bit of hit or miss.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's hard to teach younger kids things. Sometimes kids don't listen.
Most of the time.
Usually
kids
they don't listen. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, there's been some good moments. They say some crazy things.
They do say some crazy things.
But I will say the kids have all been having a great time.
Yep.
Well, good.
They talk about just how much they enjoy it, and then they're like, "Yeah, I'll be back another week," because
Mhm.
they just liked it so much. Which is kind of all we're aiming to do, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made a couple changes to the structure. I wasn't here for the last 2 weeks, which is why I'm asking a couple of these questions. But we made a couple changes for the last time where it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a set thing we do on Monday, and then what we wanted to do this time around is say, hey, kiddos, what kind of games are you interested in, instead of just having a set thing throughout the whole week. How did that end up going?
They actually really I literally heard one of them say, he's like, I liked this one better because we got to pick what games we were going to
Yeah.
be playing, because we let them all at the same time like vote on games, and so we would just mark down what were the favorite ones, and then we would take the top games, or if there was sometimes I think the first week there wasn't even enough to where we got to all their games and then still had room for other ones.
Mm-hmm.
So we were able to do that, and then depending on how the game flowed, in our opinion, we chose which one would be that weekly or that daily tournament game where they would compete for a prize of whatever we had in our prize bin.
Yeah.
And the kids seemed to like it. There were some emotions that were high sometimes, a few times.
It's pretty normal for a kids camp, though. I think
That's competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's competition. It made it feel like they were actually enjoying it and getting into it, like
Yeah.
the competitive side of it, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, there were some kids that really wanted to win certain games because they were like, I love this game. I want to beat the other
Mhm.
people at this game. So
And there were kids that got better at games throughout the week.
true.
Oh, that's good.
I have one in my mind that I probably won't leave me because it was my game. But challenged, I beat him in 1v4 in Rocket League a couple times, and then after that he challenged me to a 1v1. Stomped him.
Okay.
Then he challenged me to Fortnite. Stomped him. But then just he kept playing it throughout the week. He would come get my attention to show me things that he was doing, or when he would do something cool, he's like, I did this, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Aw, you had a little admirer.
And he just got better. He got pretty good at the game, I
Yeah.
won't lie. He played this guy, beat him
Wow.
once.
Okay. Just all right.
The best of 3 did not
The first game I lost.
yeah, the first game Cole wasn't really trying his hardest, but
Yeah. I was not throwing.
he wasn't
I was playing
not
the
trying,
game.
but
Yeah.
he
Then-
probably could have won it if he
Then
wanted to.
if I really wanted to win, I would have. And then the last game I Braziled him, so it kind of
7-1.
threw that in back in the.
But he
face,
never got upset about
no.
losing or anything. He never really.
Yeah, I
got
think
mad.
I think he kind of had the mentality of when we were little trying to beat our older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
He knew we were better.
Yeah,
but
he's
he
like,
still liked playing us.
I want to see how much I can do against this person.
I 1v1'd him 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Just throughout the week. Yeah.
That was one sitting.
Yeah.
He just
wow.
kept wanting to go, and I'm like, all right, sure.
After I beat him in the second game because we did best of 3, I looked over. Carson was like, "Do I let him win?" And Carson went,
Nah.
I went, no, don't let him win.
It's a rite of passage. We
Yeah.
can't let you win.
Yeah,
We're sorry.
he can come back
We're
a
not.
different week and
Then
try and win.
we played CS. Ooh, CS was
did?
interesting. Yeah,
CS
they
was
voted
actually
for it.
CS was actually a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Wow.
Because we had them 4v4 for a little bit,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then eventually it devolved into us 8v4ing them. And they seemed to just have fun with it. I
Yeah.
had fun with it. It was 3v4 for a while, and then we had another person join,
Mhm.
and then it was just 4v8.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was kind of funny. A lot of trolling on our side.
A lot of
not,
trolling.
not. It's a hard game to just learn. It
Yeah.
was not close at all for them.
Oh yeah.
The amount of times I would just kill Wayne just because.
Yeah, they team killed a lot.
They did, yeah. They did team kill a lot. That was a bit of an issue.
I don't think there's that many games that have team killing in them anymore. Like I
Oh,
think it's
it was-
becoming less and less common.
It was
Yeah.
last week when we were there. Was it last week or the week before that they were talking about Fortnite? And I was like, yeah, imagine if you could kill your teammates in Fortnite. And I
Oh,
went,
that'd be so toxic.
And I go, they don't even know.
they don't know.
OG
Yeah.
Fortnite,
You
you used to
Oh,
be
you
able to
did?
kill. Yeah.
Oh.
You used to be able to team kill.
They
So-
got rid of that.
Are you even good with scars?
Are you even
Some-
good with
I'm-
scars? that clip is ingrained in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because are you good with scars? Because I'm good with them. And then his teammate just lights him up and takes the gun.
Yeah.
You go, okay.
Yeah.
Most games,
Didn't used to be
team-
able to reboot your teammates, so you kill them,
And then that was it.
they have to spectate you.
yeah, you leave the game. It's usually ran at you. All right, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Not playing with you. Fortnite was cutthroat back in the day.
Yeah, my first ever win that I got in Fortnite. I died to my duo because he rocket launched me for the last kill.
That's tough.
Yeah, I was knocked and then he rocketed me.
W duo,
Like
dude.
they're on me. They're on me. They're on me. Don't shoot me. Wait.
wait. It's kind of a funny thing. They need to bring that back in OG mode.
Ooh, actually.
Just add team killing back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Team kill's so fun in games. You're not a true gamer if you don't immediately shoot your teammates.
Yeah, if you go, is there team damage? And then you immediately get shot in the
One
back.
person goes, "Is there team damage?" And then
Instantly,
both
everybody's
people go.
testing.
Yeah.
That's just whoever shoots first and goes.
Nope. Oh, or yes.
It was actually when we played Marathon. We said that.
Yeah.
I shot you immediately. And we go, guess not. And then I sat there for like 10 more seconds and then lit you up again. And I went, I just had to make sure there wasn't like a grace period. It was right after we spawned in.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
needs teammates?
Well, speaking of spawning in, I think it's about that time. We've hit our mark. It's time for us to go spawn in some games.
Yeah.
Good one.
Get our
Thank you.
Overwatch placements done.
Yes,
Get your Overwatch
sir.
placements done, guys.
It's that season. New
Don't.
season. Don't.
Don't.
Or-
Hey, it's still
maybe.
a good game.
Nope.
I think
We'll
it's
try.
I think it's
Nope.
still the goats of hero shooters. So.
Yeah, the 3 that exist.
Or maybe just go get your Destiny 2 placements in instead.
Ooh, yeah. Make sure
Go
you
flawless in trials.
play trials this weekend.
You'll love yourself after that.
We've been Vandals Offline. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this episode will go out on time.
Yeah.
Hopefully this episode will end up online.
Hopefully we
Yeah.
see you before July 50th.
It's a play on words.
It's a play on words of offline.
Oh.
We're heading online.
We're gonna go
just like
online.
this episode.
And then offline again.
Eventually.
Correct.
Bye. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, ZG FenRir. Where can they find you?
They can find me at cs_Stix on twitch.tv.
W plug.
Because
Plug.
my man's is streaming. We should have. You said that you were streaming for the first time. I was like, oh, we should have plugged you because it's been a while.
Oh yeah. Well,
Since
no,
you
I didn't.
streamed,
Didn't we
so-
talk about that last week
I don't
or
think
last
so.
episode?
Did we?
Said I was streaming WoW more. Or I said I was addicted to WoW. Still addicted to WoW, by the way, if anyone's wondering. Still
Yeah,
looking
it's
for a
bad.
guild. No, it's not. It's not
I
over
can
until we
keep editing.
until we all take the headsets off.